I did. I went through some curveballs, so I just like I went and I dug in the trenches. Uh, so my number 5 is Maybe This Time by Liza Minnelli, who
Yeah.
is the daughter of Judy Garland.
Yep. Yep.
And am I a Liza Minnelli fan? Absolutely not. But I was like, hey, I didn't know that was Judy Garland's daughter. I was like,
I've got every album.
that one goes. We'll take that one. And so the next one, and man, I hope my former drummer or percussion player Troy listens to this episode. So I'm going to throw him out a big a big bone here. That's the song is That Summer, which is a really decent punk jam by Noah Weiland, Scott Weiland's kid.
No kidding.
And
I've
never been a STP fan. I just that whole era, like I mean, I can dig some of their stuff. I mean, I'm not saying like I hate them, because I really don't hate. I mean, I can't even hate on the ICP guys, really. I mean, it's just like it's one of those things. But like, I was just never into SCP. I was never into Red Hot Chili Peppers. I mean, they were okay. I mean, I mean, they played decent music, but this one was like really legit. And actually, was starting this other band with like Zach Trujillo or Tay Trujillo of the the son of the bassist from Metallica,
I didn't know
and
that either.
another dude, and I can't remember the name of the band. It was something 208. But no, I was like, no, Noah Weiland, that's a pretty good one. And then I found a gem, a very, which it's a split between father and son. And it's a very psychedelic album that you wouldn't think would come out of the father.
I'm
Uh,
curious now.
the song is Passive Destruction by Shooter Jennings.
Oh yeah, like I said, Shooter's on my list, and I ain't changing it. Sorry, bud.
Yeah, that's cool, man. But it's a real like him and Wayland both like switch song, like it was like every other song and whatnot, and it was like, but it's like real psychedelic. We were listening to it in the living
Yeah.
room, and Alex was sitting here. She's like, "That's Trent Reznor." I was like, madam, it is not."
Yeah. Yeah.
She's like, "It is most certainly Trent Reznor." I was like, "No, it is not."
Yeah.
And then I showed it to her, and she's like, "Oh, well, it sounded like Trent Reznor." I was like, it does. It does. It sounds very, very Trent Reznor.
He's got a lot of great songs. I've been into him about 10 years.
Yeah.
And I love the stuff with Yellow Wolf too. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know if something happened with his voice, like, he got throat cancer. I hope not, or just because he doesn't sing anymore. It's just, he plays, and then Yellow Wolf does the vocals. So I don't know.
Yellow Wolf's actually coming out with Yellow Wolf's coming out with a good a new album with Fat Mike from NoFX and some random dude from Hawaii. That's going to be coming out. It sounds really, really good. I'll send you the links for that. So nice. Number 2, I had to go with it. I mean, it's pretty well known, but This Will Be by Natalie Cole.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Son of Nat King, or daughter of Nat King Cole. I mean, it is 2023. I shouldn't assume.
Well, I don't think she's alive to make that decision anymore.
That is true. That is true.
Stone,
yeah, we can set in stone that.
Yeah, I think that's a safe.
That is the
probably
daughter of Nat King Cole. Now here's the one so my number 1, I didn't know this, and it really threw me for a loop. So I was like, dude, no, I don't know if anybody knows about this one. If I Ruled the World by Nas.
Ooh, you bastard.
He's the son of Olu Dara.
Yep.
And I was like, shit, I didn't even know he was a second generation. I mean, I grew up with Nas in like the 90s and the 2000s, everybody did.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, I I just knew of Nas as Nas, and then like turns out his dad was just this badass blues musician.